Hi everybody, I hope everybody is happy, safe, and healthy. Quickly, let's jump in the second part of our podcast, and that is how I view gratitude as a tool. So, I will admit, before even understanding the value of gratitude and forgiveness, I actually started learning on how to use gratitude and forgiveness as a tool. That is why I have this information and view about forgiveness, because I look at it objectively. I look at it from a different perspective. I separate myself from the feeling itself, and then I look at it as a tool in itself. And that's the same thing that I'm going to explain to you on how I use gratitude. That's right, how I use gratitude. Many people have many names and definitions for this. However, I'm going to simplify it by telling you that if you make an effort to perform a ritual called as the intentional gratitude ritual, which is nothing but waking up every single day in the morning, and the first thing is, even before going to the meditation, that is, if you do, just close your eyes for a few seconds and visualize all the things that you have in your life and just say thank you. And the key part over here is, you are also going to say thank you for the not so good part. And that is where this tool is absolutely useful. More than psychological effects and the spiritual effects and the universal changes that gratitude brings in our life, पता है bodily changes भी होते हैं. Somehow our body's biology shifts. It shifts to a lot of different nicer levels, but the easiest one which I will tell you is, it definitely increases more blood flow pumping right into our heart. That's correct, and it is actually scientifically proved कि जब आप ग्रैटिट्यूड प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो हमारे बॉडी में अचानक से इतने फिजियोलॉजिकल चेंजेस आ जाते हैं ना, हम ऑटोमेटिकली हमारे बॉडी का ब्लड फ्लो इंक्रीज हो जाता है, विच अदरवाइज वी हैव टू engage into some sort of physical activity to do so. Just by practicing gratitude, you will be able to achieve this. Now, second thing that I learned about practicing intentional gratitude is the spiritual and the psychological effects. I actually started realizing all those different perspectives of looking at a certain person, looking at a certain situation, looking at a certain value system that probably I'm interested to adapt to, with a view of contentment, with a view of learning, with a view of, I don't know what that word is, but कहते हैं ना, meant to be. I wanted to feel that I'm meant to be in this particular space, situation, time, and the whole scene that I'm performing right now. I'm meant to be in this. It's not easy to just come to that point in your life कि you start thinking, oh my god, इतनी सारी चीज़ें हो गई मेरे साथ. I think it was meant to be. Gratitude helps you to literally feel that feeling. Secondly, इतने लोगों ने ग्रैटिट्यूड के बारे में इतनी सारी चीज़ें लिखी हैं ना, इट्स अ मैजिक. लिटरली इट्स अ मैजिक. It just switches your vibration. If you talk about the spiritual effects, it immediately shifts your vibration. Let us take a small example. You are not having a good day at the office. Something has happened, and you are going to probably report it to somebody senior, or you're talking about it to your peer. Now that particular peer or that particular senior is not so great to talk to. They have their own issues, and that is why they behave like that. However, you don't want to confront them at this point of time. You know what will you do? You will literally sit back for a few seconds and you will say thank you. Thank you for the situation. Thank you, universe, for helping me to be that intelligent that I can actually find out ways to deal with that person in this situation. Thank you for that intelligence. Thank you for this work. Thank you for this situation. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for even making me realize that probably this is not a good day. And thank you for that person, because they are also helping me out to realize that I need to work on myself. Just send a thank you note to everybody involved and then see the magic. I guarantee you that it will be a different result, because if it has worked for me, it has worked, and it has worked for so many people, it will definitely work for you. I'm quite uncertain how to explain on what the magic lies behind, but gratitude is just so magical, and it is actually a feeling which you will not be able to feel initially. It will just come to you. I've also made a podcast on the first time when um, I felt gratitude. I've also made a podcast about that. However, I'm going to now talk about the tool perspective. Say, so I am a person who definitely finds it difficult to forgive some people, but on the pathway of practicing gratitude, forgiveness has just come to me. Gratitude literally helps you to forgive the other person as well, without you knowing that you have even done it. क्या होता है जब हम gratitude practice करते हैं, we start focusing on the things which we value, which probably we have never acknowledged, and which are really so much important in our lives, that we just forget that we have those things. And I'm telling you, it's a very magical thing. आप क्या करेंगे? आपको कुछ नहीं करना है. Just perform this intentional gratitude ritual. Now you can choose the time of the day. You can either do it at the beginning of the day when I do it. You can either do it when your day finishes, because obviously if you practice it between these two timings, you will be helping your neurons to make their own good pathways, and that is where the whole study of neuroplasticity lies. Or you can literally use it as a form of a prayer whenever you are in a difficult situation. And I'm telling you, if you are in a difficult situation and if you practice gratitude, initially it will not make sense, but आप एक टूल पकड़ लो, gratitude, forgiveness, surrender, trust, respect, self, confidence, सब ना पीछे 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 आराम से अपने आप चले आते रहेंगे आपके पीछे. And that is something which I have experienced in my life. I have seen people's behavior change. I have seen abundance coming my way unexpectedly. I have seen solutions coming to my problems unexpectedly. I have seen things happening around me, completion of difficult tasks which I think I wouldn't be able to do unexpectedly, only because I chose to do this intentional gratitude ritual. And I'm probably sure I'm not the first one to propagate this. There have been millions of people who have been propagating this. However, out of all the tools, that spiritual and emotional tools that top the definite chart, gratitude and forgiveness are definitely the first two, which make your life so much easy. My god, they just make your life easy. This was my view on gratitude. And do you have a similar experience too? Are you willing to practice gratitude like this as a tool? And do you think that this podcast had less to offer or more to offer? Just give yourself that opportunity to think differently, because I want you to think differently. I don't want you to always think यार ये जो बात कर रही है ये सब सही है. No, I'm actually happy that if there are some things in my podcasts that you feel are incomplete or you feel are wrong, that is the whole idea, my friend. I want you to sit and contemplate. I want you to sit and reflect. I want you to sit and be critical about it, because that is where you will engage into knowing yourself more, and that is really what the podcast is about. Lots of love and power to everybody, and all the credit to my mentors.